Okay, now we're looking at storage of dry foods. And when we're talking about dry foods, we're talking about packaged and canned foods. When I was doing the scan earlier, I noticed that the majority of the packaged and canned foods are in this cabinet right here. Now, we're interested in whether or not the foods appear to be wholesome and safe to eat. Did the foods look good? Are they something that you would be comfortable eating? They didn't appear to be rancid in any way, and they just generally looked edible. And in this case, I'm going to say, yes, they did. Now we're wondering if the foods are in tightly closed packages. Packages are not torn or damaged. Canned foods do not have dents in a seam or deep dents in any part of the can or bulging lids, and the jars do not have bulging lids and are not leaking. Well, as I look at some of the foods here, some of them are in closed containers, like this couscous. And when I look at the couscous, I just want to make sure that there's no water damage on the box. The box is sealed. It's intact. If the box was a little bit crushed or something, that's not a problem. But there are no signs that a rodent has been eating this box, and there's no water damage, so this is fine. Now, I do have an open package of oatmeal, but here the top of it is rolled down. If we found the oatmeal with the top, and I'm making a mess here, with the top wide open, that might have been a problem, but we see that the homeowner had rolled it down. Oftentimes you'll see a clip on top of a package like this, but in this case it was just folded down and formed a pretty tight seal. Similarly, in this package of shelled pistachios, this came with its own seal and the seal was closed, so that food's all good. However, earlier when I was doing the scanning procedure, I did find a can that was problematic, and I set it aside. And I just want to take a look at it now. This is a very damaged can, and this is the type of damage that we're talking about. This is a deep dent. You can see it's not on a seam. Well, here there is a bit of a dent on the seam, so that's a problem in and of itself. If the rest of the can was intact, but this seam was damaged, that would be a problem. Here you can see there's a deep crease. So I'm saying yes, this is a problem. And I'm going to mark it down on the sheet. Now, I've set that aside earlier, and here I found a can that had a dent, and I'm counting up. I only found one, so I'm putting in one next to the number of cans that have dents in the seam or the edge or deep dents. Okay, now, are the dry foods stored in a clean, cool, dry location, not stored under a sink, near drains or pipes, or above ovens? Well, yeah, this is a good location. When I looked under here earlier, under the sink, I did not notice any food that's stored under there. So I think we're good with that. And all the foods are stored at least 6 inches above the floor. There are some boxes of pasta in this, if you look down here, and they are stored at least 6 inches above the floor. You can see there's a 6-inch difference. We're not asking you to get out a ruler and measure it, but they're not sitting directly on the ground, that they are raised up approximately 6 inches or so. All right, so we're gonna say yes, that they are all stored at least 6 inches above the floor. Great.